Hello everyone, I am Neelam Choudhary, your host for the web series Django Project Based Learning. This video is an extension of the previous video that I had created on virtual environment. Over there, I had solved so many doubts that the learners have regarding to the virtual environment. So all those doubts that I explained, I will be explaining in this video with the help of the practical examples. So before moving further, if you really like my channel, kindly like and subscribe my channel as it will help me and boost me to create many more videos. So let us begin. So before going through that doubts, let us quickly see how we were supposed to install the virtual environment. First thing is what? You should have the virtual wrapper within your system. If you don't have, you will install it. Then you will create a virtual environment. You will activate the virtual environment. Then you will install Django in your virtual environment. Okay. So now let us see what doubts I had solved in the previous video. Can we have one virtual environment and multiple projects in that? Yes, we can have it. So let us see this practically. So now let me create a folder named Django . Okay. So this folder I will open with the help of the code editor. You can open with the help of the command prompt as well. Okay. Whichever method is suitable to you, you go for that method. I will open the terminal with the help of open in integrated terminal. Now what I will do, I first need to install the virtual wrapper. To install the virtual wrapper, what was the command? Pip install virtual env. You can go for this one or this one. Okay, we will follow these steps. So to install, this is a command, but I already have the virtual wrapper with me. So every time we are not going to install it again and again. Only once you have to do. I have already done it, so I will skip this step. The next step is to create the virtual environment. This is a command. This is the name of the virtual environment, which will change according to your wish. Whatever name you want, you can give it. Let me create a virtual environment. So to create a virtual environment, the command is Python, or you can write pylnv, the name of the virtual environment. Suppose I give the same name, env name 1. Okay. So as soon as I will hit enter, it will start creating this virtual environment. The work is still in progress because I can see a white box over here. So now the virtual environment is installed because I can see the command line. So now the next step is what? To activate the virtual environment. We'll come over here. Here you can see. So to activate the virtual environment, what I will do, I will write / the name that I had given, virtual name 1 / scripts / activate. So you can see the virtual environment is activated. See, till here you cannot see the virtual environment on the left hand side, but over here in the command line on the left hand side you can see the virtual environment name in the brackets. Okay, it means it has been activated. Now I want to start creating the project. To create the project, first of all, you should have Django. I will write pip install Django. So it will install Django in this virtual environment. Okay. So what is happening? I am getting the warnings. It is not installing Django because of the connection error. So maybe my internet is not working. When you see, if you are a good developer, you should be able to understand what errors you are getting. When you are able to understand your errors, then only you can develop great projects. Okay. Even if you are not able to understand your error, just copy the error and paste it on the Google and you can find out the solution. Okay. So over here, I can see there is a connection error. So let me check. See, my internet is not connected. That is why it was giving me the error. So let me solve it. Okay. So now I have a network connection. So let me again install Django. The command is pip install Django. So now the Django is installed into this particular virtual environment. To check what you will do, Django admin dash version. So I am having Django in my virtual environment. Okay. Now what I have to do, I want to see whether I can create multiple projects in this virtual environment. So what I will do, I can do it directly from here, or suppose I have created the virtual environment and after that I close my terminal. Then what I will do, I have to create a project. Suppose I want to create the project in the same directory. So I will go in that particular directory. I will go to this particular folder. I will open it again with the help of the VS Code editor. That project is having the virtual environment. The first step is to activate the virtual environment. So I want to create a project in this folder only, and the virtual environment that I want to use is this one. So to activate the virtual environment, what was the command? Dot, the name of the virtual environment, and here. So now I will activate the virtual environment. Virtual environment has been activated. Now what I will do, I will create a Django project. If you remember, what was the command to create a Django project? Django admin start project. The name of the project, suppose I give rough 1. Okay. So you can see the project has been created, rough 1. Now to see if that project is working properly or not, what I'm supposed to do? First of all, I should go inside this particular folder. I will write cd space rough 1. So I will be in this particular folder, rough 1. Okay. Now from this folder, if I want to run the server, I will run the command py manage.py run server. Remember, this command should always be run from the terminal or from the folder wherever you have a manage.py file. Okay. Now let us see if it is working or not. I'll just control and click on that particular link and I can see that link over here. See, it is working properly. So now what I will do, I will create another project. So I will stop the server with the help of the command Control C. Now again I want to create a project, suppose in the same folder. So I will create the project in Django 5. So right now where I am in the folder rough 1 and I want to come back in the Django 5. See, you can see the structure from here. So this is my Django 5 folder. This is a virtual environment. This is rough 1. I want to create a project over here. So I want to come in the Django 5 folder. Either you can click over here and open the command prompt from here, or what we can do, we can go back. To go back, we write cd dot. So now I am in the folder Django 5. We have gone one step back. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to create another project. First of all, if whenever you want to create a project in the virtual environment, that environment should be activated. Is my virtual env name 1 is activated? Yes. What I will do, I will create a project. To create a project, what was the command? Django admin start project, the name of the project. Let me write rough t. So it will create that project. See, that project has also been created. Now, if I want to see whether it is running properly or not, what I'm supposed to do, I should be in the folder wherever we have a manage.py file. So for this particular project, where the file is in this folder. So I should go inside that folder. So I'll write cd space, the name of the folder. And then the command is py manage.py run server. If I'll click, see, the project is working fine. So I can have the multiple projects which are using the same virtual environment. Okay. So I think so. This is clear to you guys. Can we have one virtual environment and multiple projects? Yes, you can have multiple projects also. But remember, whenever you are working with the virtual environment, first you are supposed to activate the virtual environment. Okay. Then only start working with the project. Now let us see the next one. Can we have virtual environment and the projects at different location? Okay. So let us see this one. I will do for this one, I will create a folder on the desktop. So it will be on the C drive where I will create the virtual environment. Let me give the name of the folder as env. Second sounds problem I am taking. So env2. So I will create the virtual environment over here. And let me create the project in this folder D. Okay. New folder project phase 2. Understood? So virtual environment is in the C drive and my project will be in the T drive. So let us start. So if I want to start working with the project, the first thing is what? To create the virtual environment. So I will open this with the help of the VS Code editor. So first thing, you should have a virtual wrapper with you. I already have it. So what I will do, I will create the virtual environment with the help of the command. Whatever name you want to give to the virtual environment, you can give it. I write env2. env2 slash scripts slash activate. So my virtual environment has been activated. Next thing, I should have Django in my virtual environment. So I'll write pip install Django. So now my virtual environment is ready. Now I want to start working my project. So where is my project? From here I can directly navigate to that particular folder. Okay, where that folder is in the D drive. So now if you'll see, I'm in the D drive. Okay, in the D drive, what is the folder name? Project 2. So I can copy from here so that I don't do any spelling mistakes. So CD2. So now I am in that particular folder. So I will start creating the project. So to create a project, what was the command? Django admin start project. Name of the project, that will be project 1 or project 2 I have given. Let me give the name as project 2. So this will create the project. But where it will create the project, it will create in this directory because I have changed the directory. Okay. Earlier I was in this directory, if you will see. Because my virtual environment is over here, I will have to activate the virtual environment from here. Then I will go, after it has been activated, I will go to the folder wherever I want to create the project. So if you'll come over here inside project 2, you can see the project has been created. Now what I will do, so I will go to CD, the name of the project. I will be in the folder where I have a manage.py file. And from that particular folder, I will run the command py manage.py run server. Okay. So let us see it is working properly or not. Yeah, it is working successfully. Okay. So now if I close this and I close a terminal also, and tomorrow again suppose I want to work on this particular project, what I will do, I can open this with the help of the VS Code editor, this project. You will have to remember which virtual environment was related to this particular project and where that particular project is, environment is. Even if you don't remember the name of the virtual environment, what you can do, you can recreate the virtual environment, or in the manage.py file, you can write in the comment section which virtual environment it is related to and where that particular virtual environment is in the C drive in whichever folder, so that you will remember. Okay. Now, since I want to start working with this project, I will open the terminal. First thing is what? I have to activate the virtual environment. To activate the virtual environment, what I will have to do? I will have to go to that particular directory. So either you can go from the command prompt, or you can come to the folder, you can click on properties, and then you can copy the location from here. There are multiple ways to do one thing, okay? I'm trying to cover all the methods in different videos, okay? I'll write cd, then slash, it will take me to that particular folder. So I'm in that particular folder now. So now I want to go inside that folder. So I will write the name of the folder. So I'm inside that folder. I want to activate the virtual environment. Command is dot, the name of the virtual environment, dot. So my virtual environment has been activated. After the virtual environment has been activated, I want to start working with this project. So again, what I can do, I can write the colon, or I can come to this particular folder and I will copy the address. Again, I can go in the properties and find out the location, or from here also I can get the address. Let me write cd slash. So now I'm inside this project. Now I'm inside this project. If I want to see whether it is working properly or not, what is the command? Py manage.py run server. Okay. So now I got this error. When you get this error, remember you are not in the proper directory. You are supposed to be in the directory where you have a manage.py file. So I am inside the directory project 2, whereas my project is over here. See, I am in the D folder over here. I don't have a manage.py file. I have a manage.py file inside this folder. Okay. So I have to go inside project 2. So what I will write? cd project 2. So now I can run the command py manage.py run server. This is also one of the very common mistakes the new learners do while learning Django. They run this command and they say that the server is not working or the project is not working. It is not working because you are not in the proper directory. Always be in the folder wherever you have a manage.py file. From that folder only you can run this command. Okay. So now I am in the proper folder. I am running this command and I can see my project is working fine. You can see over here. See. So over here I have shown you we can have the virtual environment in the different location and the project in the different location. First thing is what? Create the virtual environment, activate the virtual environment. After the virtual environment has been activated, go to the path wherever you want to create the project and then run the project from that particular path. Okay. So now let us go for the last one. So before going with the last one, whenever we create a project in Django, what we do, we keep all the libraries or whatever dependencies we have installed for this project, we save it in a text file. How do we save it? We write pip, with the help of the command pip raise, whatever name of the file you want, you can give it. I will give re request.txt. Okay, so you can see that file has been created. So with the help of this file, one can understand what are the requirements of your project. Okay, so tomorrow, even if you delete your virtual environment, you can recreate. So that is the next doubt you were having. So let us take this doubt. Accidentally delete the virtual environment for your Django project. So if you have accidentally delete your virtual environment, we can recreate it. Let us see. So I have created this virtual environment. So what I will do, accidentally I have deleted it or uninstalled it. You can uninstall also your virtual environment. Okay. So the virtual environment has been deleted. Okay. I will open this project with the help of the VS Code editor. Now if you will try to run this project, okay, it will not run. First of all, you don't have a Django in your global environment, and over here we don't have so many dependency, but in the project that you will be creating, there will be a lot of dependency that is required. So it will not be able to work. It will ask you to install all the dependencies. Okay. So what we can do? So now first thing is what? We'll create the virtual environment. I have deleted it accidentally and I want to recreate it. Wherever you want, you can create the virtual environment. Suppose within this project only, I'm creating the virtual environment. You can create in the same folder, different folder, wherever you want. Okay. So to create the virtual environment, what is a command? Whatever name you want, you can give it. I will give the name of the virtual environment as env2. So you can see the virtual environment has been created. So I have created in this folder. See, within the project also. It is fine. You can create wherever you want. And created, next thing is what? To activate the virtual environment, you should be in the folder where you have virtual environment. So I am in that particular folder only. So I will activate my virtual environment. So once the virtual environment has been activated, first thing is what? You should have Django in it. So here, if you'll see, we don't have so many dependency, but in real life, we will have it. So what I will do, to install that dependency in the virtual environment, I will write pip install R, the name of the file. I have given the name of the file as REQ. It can change depending upon person to person. Okay. So I will install that dependencies. So whatever dependencies are necessary, it has installed. Okay. And now I can start working with my project. Since I'm in the folder wherever I have a manage.py file, I can directly run the server. Okay. That is why I'm not writing cd and something. Okay. Just remember, run the server from the folder which has a manage.py file, and that command will work. So it is working properly. So we have seen this also. If you have accidentally deleted the virtual environment, how you can recreate it. So you have created a Django project without the virtual environment. Tomorrow, if you want to create a virtual environment for it, you can do it. How you will do it? Similar to this one only. So what you will do, you will first create a virtual environment with the help of the command this. Then you will activate the virtual environment project. And in that particular folder, first you will install all the requirements with the help of the command pip phrase and whatever the name of the file it is having. And then you are good to go. Okay. So this way you can create a virtual environment for a Django project which does not have it. Okay. So in this video, whatever doubts were there regarding to the virtual environment, I have tried to show it practically. If you still have any doubt, you can write down in the comment box and I will give the solutions for that as well. If you are really liking my videos, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done it, and turn on the notification so you can never miss a video. Thank you. I will be coming with the next video very soon. Bye bye.